Welcome to our new series, Dark Web. I'm Jimin, and I'm warning you to leave this video if you are not comfortable with blood and violations. Let's start it.
The surface web, also known as the normal web, encompasses activities such as scrolling, watching reels, shorts, and spotlights, sending emails, downloading files, uploading files, or watching movies. It is commonly used in the surface web. People around the world use the surface web in their daily lives. However, you might find it hard to believe that the surface web actually accounts for only 4 to 5% of internet usage. Consider the popularity of videos on YouTube or the number of active users on Google. Are they only representative of 4 to 5% of people? How is that possible? The internet is globally spread. So where is the remaining 95% of internet usage? Let's delve into this. Before we proceed, I must clarify that I gathered all this information from YouTube, not from Google. I cannot risk searching the dark web using Google's search bar. You will have a better understanding once you learn about the dark web. So, let's get started. I've already mentioned the surface or normal web, which constitutes the internet we use in our daily lives. There are millions upon millions of websites available on the surface web, and we're familiar with only a fraction of them, even though we haven't fully explored it. According to internet estimates, the surface web comprises just 5% of the total internet. Internet usage is divided into 3 parts. The first part, as we discussed, is the surface web, accessible to everyone through any browser. The second part is the deep web. The deep web is a more secure layer of the internet compared to the surface web. Some individuals utilize it for illegal activities as well. It's the part of the internet where your privacy and security are safeguarded. You become anonymous there. Let me clarify. People also utilize the deep web for various purposes. Don't worry. I'm not referring to adult content sites. Let me explain where you've used it. When you log into a website and they prompt you to enter your Gmail, Idaho, and password, the password you input is hidden. That is a part of the deep web. However, you only utilize that aspect unknowingly. Typically, agencies employ this deep web layer. Website CEOs can also access this layer. For instance, when you log into YouTube, your identity is stored with YouTube's owners, enabling them to easily access and verify your identity. If you happen to forget your password, agencies can assist you in retrieving it effortlessly. Thus, in the deep web, your identity is securely stored, and only the owner of the website, investigative teams, and skilled hackers can access it easily. Access to the deep web is only possible through an onion router. It's called an onion router because, similar to an onion's layers, there are multiple layers of encryption. When you access the deep web, your identity undergoes several layers of change. For instance, your IP address, location, and server all change before accessing the deep web. On this layer of the internet, individuals sell human organs, body parts, drugs, and weapons. However, it's uncertain whether the weapons are legal or illegal, and we're often unaware of whether the human organs belong to a deceased individual or someone who has been abducted or gone missing. These transactions remain largely unknown. Now let us talk about one of the most dangerous parts of the internet, which is the dark web. The most dangerous part is the most illegal part of the internet. Do you know how dangerous this is? Who built this dark web? Let me show you a picture for better understanding. For example, this is a picture of an ocean. You already know that the sea is much deeper than we thought. Let us consider that this is the surface web, and this is the deep web, and this is the dark web. Every diver dives at this point and can survive. But he can't dive in this area, which is deep. Only blue whales can go down in this area because, due to high pressure, a human lung may explode in this area, but blue whales can survive because whale lungs are stronger than human ones. Now let us go more deeply into the dark sea, where even whales can survive. But if the whale goes down further, it will explode. The only thing that stays healthy there is the strongest submarine, which can beat this high level of pressure. But it doesn't mean that every submarine can go down. You recently saw the incident with this submarine. Let me explain it in a simple way from this picture. For example, consider this diver a normal internet user. He can explore anything on the surface web. But when this diver explores more deeply, it is very risky for him. So what he will do is go down in a submarine to explore it. Now if he goes more deeply in dark sea, he will be in a more dangerous situation. So what he has to do is bring a huge and strongest submarine to explore that area. But there is no guarantee that he will survive. Understand? Surface web, safe. Deep web, risky. Dark web, more risky. So, those are the three parts of the internet. Now, let's delve into the dark web. Accessing the dark web isn't straightforward. It requires a specialized browser known as the Tor browser. When you use the Tor browser, your identity becomes completely anonymous. No one can discern your true identity. You become entirely unknown to the online world. The dark web serves as a hub for the most nefarious and illegal activities imaginable. This includes the sale of drugs, human body parts, and organs, as well as stolen card information. Shockingly, individuals can even hire assassins to carry out murders. Payments are made for hacking into social media and other online accounts. Furthermore, leaked videos from various agencies can be found, and cameras from virtually any location can be hacked into. Essentially, every illicit activity you can imagine finds a home on the dark web. It's possible to fabricate faked cards, passports, and other documents. Drug dealers and mafia syndicates conduct their business on the dark web to maintain their privacy and anonymity. Hackers also utilize the dark web as a platform for their illegal activities. Even powerful agencies like the FBI and intelligence organizations utilize it to safeguard top-secret information and keep a close watch on individuals. Let me offer you some advice. First and foremost, never attempt to access or explore the dark web. However, if you still feel inclined to do so, consider indulging in more innocuous activities like watching pornographic content instead of risking your safety and well-being on the dark web. One of the most notorious platforms for illicit activities on the dark web is Silk Road. It served as a marketplace where individuals could purchase a wide range of illegal goods and services. You might assume that the dark web is a small corner of the internet, but in reality, it boasts billions of users. Silk Road operated for several years and managed to generate a staggering $187 billion in revenue. The primary reason for this astronomical figure is the widespread use of bitcoins for transactions on sites like Silk Road. Bitcoins offer anonymity and are virtually untraceable, making them the preferred currency for illicit transactions. Although Silk Road has been shut down, there are numerous other websites similar to it. Dark web users are highly skilled and pose a significant threat. Some individuals even speculate that the dark web is controlled by powerful groups like the Illuminati. But the truth remains elusive. Dark web users are adept professionals who leave virtually no trace of their activities. They operate covertly and may be closer than you think. Perhaps even individuals you encounter in your daily life, such as school security guards or household staff, could be involved with dark web activities. The frightening reality is that we often remain oblivious to when and where our personal information is exposed to dark web members, greatly increasing the risk of identity theft. Allow me to illustrate how easily your personal information can be compromised on the dark web. Have you ever downloaded cracked software or accessed subscription-based content for free? If so, you may be familiar with the process. When you click on links or buttons on cracked sites, you're often prompted to wait for a few seconds before being redirected to the desired content. However, This delay is just the beginning of a frustrating and potentially hazardous experience. After finally obtaining the link, you're bombarded with pop-ups, spam messages, and unwanted downloads. These files may contain viruses or malware, posing a significant risk to your device and personal information, even though the software you're downloading is typically paid. Obtaining it from cracked sites can expose you to various risks. Likewise, the dark web is rife with similar risks. Clicking on pop-ups or engaging with misleading links can inundate you with multiple messages and advertisements. Falling into the trap of a malicious link can result in your device being hacked. Furthermore, there's a disturbing possibility that clicking on certain links could lead you straight into what's known as a red room. But what exactly is a red room? Contrary to what the name might suggest, it's not a room filled with red lights or decorations. I'll delve into the details in the next installment. So, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned to my dark web playlist, which I've conveniently linked in the description. Stay tuned.